Summer playlist it's been 6 years. We took a year off last year, and I do feel like this is kind of like our curation, like not just me and Dre and the A&R team. This is the offices. Like there's been many times where Logan pitched a song or Lecrae had an idea. Like it's open game. You know what I'm saying? So this is a record called Pop Out by Breeze, Venice, and we're trying to get Lazarus on it to add a verse.
What you saying?
Oh, sorry, what you saying? Thoughts? Pray? Three?
I think that's a discovery record to me that a young Christian fan is like finding and excited about.
So we always think about kind of like 5 levels of like power, which means we're just playing constantly. Like current rotation that can play all day. Emerging, it's kind of sparse. You know what I mean? And then stuff we send to the voting show that's just you're not quite sure. And so this to me is more of like a 3. I would lightly play it at chosen times because of the same thing.
Behind that song, like how did it come in?
Literally, she thought she was coming to write for some other artists, and I was like, Carvelo's in that room, so she ended up getting with Carvelo, play that beat, and the song probably came out in I think like an hour or so, and Queen Lee was here in the other room the next day, so I ended up taking it over there like, hey, you know what I mean, and it was just. We was creating. I think that was doing the count, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was doing the count.
But that was Queen's like third take of that verse too, though. Shout out Queen.
Yeah,
we was pushing a little bit.
We was pushing on that.
All right, here's another record, Mizo and Few.
Keep going. We want to hear a few. Yeah.
Fade out right there.
Let's play it all day.
Yeah, that's
it's so visual. Like it sparks visuals for you. You know what I'm saying? There's no one who's gonna sit still on that play.
only reason why that's not a hit is exposure. That song got all the elements.
It does.
I got the hook still stuck in my brain.
Yep.
First verse was crazy. The production's crazy. That's a win. That's a layup.
The choices you made in between the first verse too, and the breakdown and the build back up. That's like, that's good, man.
Yeah, here's another with her and Sway.
Dip me in the water, get my lemonade. Nothing sweeter than this life when you in the shit.
That change up was tough too.
Oh, on the drums?
What was
I
didn't even know he could do that.
So that was, well, shout out Dre. I mean, we had the beat, and Dre was like, I ain't gonna lie, I heard your note. I was like, Dre was like, on Swayze's part when he raps in Spanish, Ace, you gotta add some like Latin drums. And I was like, that's so like cliche. But I did it anyway. And so thank you.
It was nothing cliche. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, on the Spanish part, man, add some like Latin drums.
That's why I said it too.
Yo, trip.
That's the way you said it. I was like,
magazine, pick from the crossity. Okay, said it, now it's done. Now I'm pocket. No more about you, just all with me. Or just stay for the beat. Discuss the way.
I would think about chorus first.
Yeah.
Or shorten his first verse, because the first like 8 bars in, you kind of feel like something needs to happen.
Yeah, two things come on my mind. I forgot the dude's name from Canada. Not Clyde.
oh,
The story becomes more interesting with not Clyde and him.
right.
Just like seeing the Asian community within the Christian hip hop space. You know what I'm saying? To me, that becomes compelling.
He gets held backwards, Boy, how God only my seal vacuum, Real smack or holy step, leg tap or Life and death in the tongue, that boy, a real cap or real cap. Walk the boy, we my way.
hear some like Metro to what they saying, but I'm getting more like a polished.
That's a great note. Yeah, that's a great note.
When it got to the chorus, I felt like I wanted to hear the singer of that track group do something too and cut through a little bit with the chorus, and not necessarily replace the chorus, but maybe they're just adding something to it, right?
I love the lyrics. I thought it was tough. I just production didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't take me to Old National.
We gotta take it all.
Jumma, Jason Tony Sana. Jumma, Jason Tony Sana.
I would always do a song with DC.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna throw it out there for you, you know.
I'll always do that, as long as I can eventually confiscate that and put it on my own.
Absolutely. This playback was only for you to say I want to do a verse on it.
Right. We done. We go home.
Yeah, tell them I'll be on it.
Last one, Breeze and Keon.
Bro, they gon' spin back. If you walking with God and they keep him on Bible, I'm telling you that is a life hack. Tell you I could die, but they gon' need a bite. Take the cap off, I don't care about cat. It's crazy, my last boss said that I'll never be nothing. That's the last time I clocked out. But I'm thankful for Jesus. I walk with the Bible, I used to just walk with the clock out. I never try to just sit back and think about all my sins. I know they always forget what I did.
Maybe on the chorus, you could take some of the drum out so people can focus in on the chorus or something.
Do something. I've been saying like that beat feel like a loop. We need to do some production things to like key your ears in on. This is the chorus coming in. This is the right now.
It's a little linear, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna mention the first song too. Like it's the same. It has all the same elements, but this one feels slightly more commercial.
Mm-hmm.
The first one feels more like it would be for strictly social platforms, or for like the community that Drake's talking about.
Of all the songs we've listened to, just a note, not a critique or anything, I still can say, let your glory rain down on me. Like it's still there. I have not lost it. I don't have anything else. So just a small little note to say like,
Dip in
that's
the water.
it did me in the water. Did me in, that's true. I got that too. But yeah. But I'm just saying that's like a big piece of it is like for virality, radio, all of those components is like those things are stuck.
Let me hope you set me free and know you carry me. And I was down for the count, though there was no way out. I was drowning in the sea.
And I still don't know why I got to be chained up a chain. And it's only you.
I was like, nobody picked this player up. Put him on. I'll take him on my team. What?
Now I have to speak to another category because we have what I told you is kind of CHH. Then we do 10% of what we play is R&B. Like this, I would sneak into R&B. You know what I mean? And that list is smaller because it's really like Levi C is Jordan, Young Chris, Don Reddy.
I know I like it, but I don't know if it was gonna work when I play. I've seen those kind of records kind of get overlooked.
You talking about from a streaming perspective?
Yeah, like is this a next button? Is this a jam?
It's not a next button. It's just it's curation. It's how it's presented.
That's it, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
So we listened to a lot of music today. I want to hear the final versions of them and like really make some decisions. How we gonna do this?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
It's gonna be difficult. I'm just gonna say that. We heard a lot of good songs, a lot of new artists that are gonna be unveiled to people, and we'll do the final draft pick at the Holy Culture Radio Studios. We're gonna be live, y'all, on SiriusXM, probably YouTube as well. We'll keep you posted.
Yes, indeed. Stay tuned.